Lewis Hamilton, who's already ahead of Charles Leclerc, and Max Verstappen into Abbey, takes the lead ahead of Carlos Sainz, and at the back that's George Russell out of this race. And the red flag has now come out to make racing redundant. There's the initial content. That's where the car then is upside down onto the gravel, and then it flips.
Yeah, so whether George got a little tap on his right-hand side, I don't know, but...
Gets the tap, nothing he can do, sent into the barriers. And Schumacher says, thank you very much, I'll take 12th place. And Ocon, compromise now as Fernando Alonso goes off the track. That's a high-speed crash, and he's made contact with Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin. That is a big moment. Let's have a look and see what happened here. He did get very airborne. He goes to the left, and Lance Stroll moves to the left, Martin, to try and block Fernando Alonso, to try and stop the pass.
Yeah.
I crashed.
Okay, Lance, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And there's the two Aston Martins squabbling, and behind Fernando Alonso, it's his old teammate Lewis Hamilton. Here comes Hamilton into the Lecombe chicane, and they make contact! Hamilton rises up into the air, he's made contact with Fernando Alonso. George Russell goes through, there's the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll onto the gravel, and that was Alonso and Hamilton getting too close together, tangling, but they both managed to carry on.
It looks to me as if Lewis comes in and pinches him a little bit. Yeah, that's not Fernando's fault.
What an idiot! Closing the door from the outside. We had a mega start, but yeah, this guy only knows how to drive starting first.
They want to be dispatching that as quickly as they can, if indeed they can, and they could take the speed through the first few corners.
Daniel Ricciardo makes contact there with Kevin Magnussen, and there's a second contact, and they're both out of the race. Ricciardo was looking for a move down the inside, one initial contact, and then a second, and that's a safety car.
We're going to see it from Ricciardo's point of view. Yeah, so that's 100% Daniel's fault, unfortunately, and then didn't recognise that the Haas was freewheeling backwards.
Is a Ferrari off, and it is! It's Carlos Sainz into the barrier and out of the race. And we've just seen a replay of what happened to Carlos Sainz.
Yeah, I crashed.
Having a pretty lonely race. The place, and oh dear, Lando Norris has made contact with the AlphaTauri of Pierre Gasly. Sebastian Vettel slows down to avoid any further issues. And you know how things can change in a street race. Very, very quickly, we have a virtual safety car. Lando Norris is out of this race, and in the blink of an eye, suddenly things might just get more dramatic.
In fact, he has backed off, hasn't he? And somehow he's not realised that Lando's coming through.
Safety car deployed. They
have to.
Yep.
I'm out, boys. Yes, mate.
Your overall loss is about 28 seconds. That's why it was so critical to get past Norris so he could push in clean air. And who's that gone off?
Leclerc.
And look after these tires.
Charles Leclerc is out of the race. And for the third time this season, Charles Leclerc, when leading a race, won't go on to finish it.
It's gone in hard. I'm surprised he wasn't able to reverse out, actually. He's obviously been stuck under the tyres.
Well, it's like you're on ice at this stage. There's no way he's going to stop that.
Are you okay?
I cannot get photo. No!
Oh, that is the Haas of Mick Schumacher at the entrance to the swimming pool chicane. That is a very costly accident. Oh, it let go, hit the Armco, spun around a couple of times, and then into the Tech Pro barrier.
And now there's a red flag to repair the barrier, it must be, Crofty.
Yeah, there is.
Anything else.
Yeah, he'd lost quite a lot of speed by the time he got there, fortunately, but it's just plucked the gearbox off, hasn't it? And the rear suspension there at the back. So the Tech Pro and everything doing its job.
Yeah, I'm confident.
Oh, Otmar! Oh. We'll just leave it there as Mick Schumacher hits the wall. Two tyres coming loose as he hit the wall as well. And that is the second red flag.
I mean, this is the first look, and it's just, yeah, there you go on the curbs.
Yeah. Yeah, just on the curves and lost it.
I mean, you can see there's a lot of front end in the car, but I mean that's gonna he's gonna be a sore boy for a few days.
He's really struggling to keep the car straight.
And round the outside goes Charles Leclerc, and there's contact too with Lando Norris, and Charles Leclerc is off and into the barriers. Out of time, and there once again the Williams of Nicholas Latifi, and the red flag comes out.
So Latifi's appeared from, he's been off the track, I think, at turn 3.
So
And then,
Lance Stroll, well, Lance Stroll overtakes him, and then Latifi tries to get past again.
Yeah, so I think Stroll was beginning to move right to let the Alpha through.
Incidents.
So he's let the Aston through, and then as he then goes to retake that, boom. Just a misunderstanding, a very expensive